Hatred, one of the strongest emotions a man could ever feel. Some dedicate their whole careers to hatred, wake up early in the morning just to hate it, and believe it or not, throw their dignity aside just to hate. And by some, I mean me. And today, I'll be talking about characters who are incredibly easy to hate. Starting first with the most annoying kid on TV, who might be even worse than the pig that made me hate bacon and UK music.
We could go band for band.
Peppa Pig.
I'm Peppa Pig.
And that kid is Nick Birch from Big Mouth. Nick. Where do we even start? Well, maybe we can start by addressing how freaking uncanny this guy looks. His mouth is almost the size of a tennis racket. I mean, just look at it. Nick could end Metro Boomin's career if he started beatboxing. Bro's lips have subwoofers. I know I shouldn't judge people by how they look, but bro looks like he could swallow a whole pizza slice vertically with one bite. I don't know what was going on in the character designer's head when they drew Nick, cause they gave us a character design that is so cursed it makes Phineas and Ferb look like they were created by Da Vinci himself. If you already don't like how Nick looks, wait until you hear the despicable things he has done. Nick is the definition of me first energy, if that's a thing. He's constantly using his friends to get what he wants and only cares about himself. And because my hatred for Nick runs so deep, I've come up with examples to show you why I hate Nick so much. Let's start first with how he treats his family. Nick lives in a nice neighborhood, in a big house, being raised by parents who are both doctors. To me, that sounds like the greatest starter pack for success, but nah. Nick sees his parents as irritating and an absolute pain to live with. His mom snuggles him with love and gives him everything he wants, but he still calls her by her name, Diane. He constantly belittles her for the dumbest reasons. He even made her cry on multiple occasions. They eventually rekindled after all the tension between them that Gollum he had created was resolved. But the things he has done to her are too painful for her to forget, but she was willing to forgive him. Not that he apologized, cause he's an ass. His dad is Hell no! His dad is kinda weird, in a DD way. So he kinda deserved Nick's treatment. Jessie, smart, opinionated, and doesn't remind me of Captain Marvel, like at all.
Oh God, no!
She was Nick's first girlfriend. The relationship started horribly. My boy asked Jessie on a date, and she agreed. You could be saying, kid, ain't that a W? And to that I say, just watch him cook. My boy pulled up in a blazer that looks like it belongs to a divorced lawyer. And the date was so freaking awkward that Jessie tried to escape to the bathroom like 3 times, and Nick kept disturbing her with lame ass jokes.
Are you serious right now, bro?
When she came back from the bathroom, she dumped his ass and sent him back to see Mordecai in the friend zone. After realizing he got friend zoned, that woodpecker looking trash said that he is the one who dumped Jessie.
Brother,
But honestly, Nick is very unhateable compared to this girl, Gabi from Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is one of those shows that have everything going for it. An awesome soundtrack, check. A great concept, check. Incredible world building, check. A hot Asian mommy I'd give all my money to if she let me lick her boots, check. Great characters. Well, here's the problem. You see, a lot of Attack on Titan characters are kinda hateable at start. For example, in the first episode, Eren was hella annoying. He was hard-headed, low-key kinda abusive, and was extremely naive. But after witnessing his mom getting chomped like a hot dog, he stopped being an ass and became kinda likable. I can't say the same for Gabi. Gabi has been an ass since the start of the end of Attack on Titan. I understand that she's basically the female version of young Eren Yeager, but still, Eren wasn't nearly as bad as this chick. Let's start with something we can all agree on. Gabi probably has a PhD in racism. Shorty was like 12 years old, but the racist comments she made about alien people will make a certain short German man with a mustache shed a tear of joy. Worst part is that she was also alien. This chick and her family were literally living in a camp with almost no rights, and she was constantly fed propaganda by the Malian government, propaganda that her people are devils, and she fell for it. In fact, she had more hatred for her people than even some of the Malian people themselves.
You people can cover it up and try to forget, but you've committed horrific atrocities against the entire world. There's only one way for an Eldian to start down the path towards atonement, and that's to recognize that you are tainted.
Shut up, bitch! You not funny, nigga. Damn, shut up.
And when she got a chance to meet the island devils, as they call them, in person, when Eren invaded her town, she ended up killing Sasha, even after she spared her life. Shit man, I'm not the biggest fan of comic relief characters in anime, cause being loud and horny is apparently funny in Japan. So shit, if she kills someone like Zenitsu, man, I'll be doing backflips in celebration. But Sasha was the only light in Attack on Titan. With her gone, the show became incredibly dark, and Gabi was to blame for that. Even after she got adopted by Sasha's family for a couple days, she was still an ass. Even though they gave her clean clothes, food, and a roof over her head, she repaid them by trying to kill their last remaining daughter. Yeah, I know, right? And lastly, because she shot Eren in the freaking neck and had his head spinning like a disco ball, she resulted in Eren's founding Titan form looking like them skinny dogs from Soweto. Who knows what Eren would have looked like if this gremlin didn't shoot her. And yeah, I know she got her redemption arc and all, but shit man, not gonna lie,
We do not care.
I hated it from the start until the very end. Now, I think it's time for me to stop hating on animated kids and talk about Peach from You. So last night, I was watching You. Not you, the person watching this video right now. I'm constantly stalking y'all every night, not just last night. Anyways, I was watching You last night and I realized something. While watching the show, I had a little smirk on my face, but that smirk faded like the one of an unhappy husband when he receives a call from his wife. And this smirk disappeared when one character showed up on screen, and that character is Peach. Peach Salinger from You is a character many people, myself included, love to hate, and for good reason. Her manipulative nature, cloaked in charm and wealth, makes her a textbook example of toxic friendship. She constantly belittles Beck's choices, suddenly tears down her confidence, and uses emotional manipulation, like faking illness and threatening suicide, to keep Beck dependent on her. She's controlling, self-centered, and stuck up, treating anyone outside her social class, especially Joe, like they're second class. Her snobbish attitude and constant interference in Beck's life come off not as concern, but as an attempt to own her. She was so obsessed with Beck that she freaking kept photographs of her and kept them all without her consent. Oh my god, is this a friend? What shivers me timbers is how Peach uses her privilege and intelligence not to help those around her, but to control them. She constantly weaponizes her power and money to get her way, never facing real consequences. Peach's crazy behavior and obsession make her feel more dangerous than Joe at certain times, which left me unsettled and preying on her downfall. So yeah, those are some of the most easily hateable characters I ever had the misfortune of watching. Some made me laugh, some made me cry, and some made me question if I was about to commit a war crime against my TV. But at the end of the day, hatred makes us stronger. Not emotionally, not spiritually, just louder. And sometimes that's enough.